Lesson 5. The High Priestess card. Let's get into the High Priestess card, shall we? The High Priestess is the second card of the deck, and the second card of the Major Arcana. The High Priestess is a tarot card that represents intuition, the subconscious mind, and the divine feminine. It can also symbolize the unknown, mystery, and spiritual knowledge. The High Priestess is the most intuitive card on the deck and stands for awareness. The mind knows much more than you think, so let it encompass your conscience. The card invites you to listen to your internal voice and follow what your instinct tells you. When this card comes up, you are urged to stop looking for answers in the outside world and turn to your inner self for the direction you seek. Here are some interpretations of the High Priestess card. Intuition. The High Priestess is a guardian of intuition, and when it appears, it can be a sign to trust your feelings. Inner wisdom. The High Priestess can be a call to awaken your inner wisdom and listen to your intuition instead of relying on your rational mind. Spiritual connection. The High Priestess can teach you about the importance of turning inward to connect with your spirituality. Balance. The High Priestess can be a reminder of the balance between fertility and hormones, and the wisdom of menstruation cycles. Honesty. The High Priestess can signal that you should be honest and avoid taking actions to please your lover. Archetype. The High Priestess archetype is associated with the story of Persephone, who withdraws into the underworld each year. The High Priestess card can also be interpreted as secrecy and disconnection from your intuition if it appears reversed. The modern interpretation of the High Priestess represents the unknown, mystery, intuition, spiritual knowledge, and the subconscious mind. She is an esoteric figure, unlike the Hierophant. Reversed, the High Priestess can be interpreted as secrecy and disconnection from your intuition. The High Priestess card is a reminder to follow our intuition and trust in the wisdom of our inner voice. It invites us to open ourselves up to divine guidance. We can use this card as a reminder to take a step back and listen to our inner wisdom. If the High Priestess comes in reversed, it can be an indication of blocked psychic abilities, fertility issues, uncontrolled outbursts, repressed intuition, sexual tensions, unwanted attention, confusion, hidden motives, superficiality, witchcraft, or silence. The High Priestess card being present in a romantic/love reading suggests that one needs patience and trust for your intuition. Be honest with others and yourself, and let what is hidden come to the surface. In a relationship, the High Priestess shows increasing intimacy and openness. The High Priestess tarot card is associated with the zodiac sign Cancer. Cancer. The moon and Cancer are both associated with intuition, subtle energy, and the divine feminine. Water. The High Priestess and Cancer are both associated with the mystical element of water. Numerology. The High Priestess is associated with the number 2.
Feel the sacred glow in the realm of the real. Let her power flow. Oh, Bruja, with the magic divine, daughter of ocean, her spirit will shine. Guided by Yeshua, with ancestors' might, in her aura of gold, we find our light. So stand by her side, feel the sacred glow. In the realm of the real, let her power flow. So stand by your side, feel the sacred glow. In the realm of the real, let her power flow.
Lesson 6. The Empress card. Let's discuss the Queen, Her Majesty, the Empress card. The Empress influences beauty, love, and compassion, and is the most feminine card on the deck. Urge yourself to allow yourself to submerge in the natural world, as she is intensely connected to Mother Nature. This makes her impact more powerful. The Empress card in tarot is rich with symbolism and imagery that convey themes of fertility, nurturing, and abundance. She is typically depicted seated on a throne, signifying stability and power, often adorned with motifs underscoring her dominion over nature. The Empress is traditionally associated with maternal influence. It is the card if you are hoping to start a family. She can represent the creation of life, romance, art, or new business. Often associated with Mother Earth, feminine energy, and creativity, the Empress encourages one to embrace their softer side, explore emotions, listen to intuition, provide empathy, compassion, and nurturing. The Empress Tarot card symbolizes a powerful association with femininity, which can be expressed in a variety of forms, including grace, sensuality, fertility, creative expression, and nurturing. The Empress is super fertile, and in many tarot decks she is presented pregnant. This card can many times represent a mother figure in your life. In a romance/love reading, the Empress card suggests a balanced relationship. If paired with the Emperor, or one of the kings in the minor arcana, it suggests a relationship characterized by mutual respect, stability, and nurturing. The Empress embodies love, creativity, and abundance, while if paired with the Emperor symbolizes structure, authority, and protection. Here are some things the Empress Tarot card can represent. Love. The Empress is associated with love, harmony, creativity, and beauty. In a love reading, the Empress card can indicate a new relationship or a regal relationship. Nurturing. The Empress is associated with nurturing and life-giving qualities. Fertility. The Empress's robe is patterned with pomegranates, which symbolize fertility. Abundance. The Empress's surroundings include fields of wheat, rivers, and trees, which symbolize abundance. Connection to the divine. The Empress's crown of 12 stars symbolizes her connection with the divine realm and the cycle of nature. In reverse, when the Empress is reversed, it means that the archetype has gone sour in some shape or form. It can mean that you are too dependent on others, vice versa, repressed feelings, spreading yourself too thinly, getting too caught up in an emotional point of view, and the overall concept of overprotectiveness. It can also be an indication of unwanted pregnancy, accidental pregnancy, miscarriage, lack of nurturing, a bad mother, financial problems, immaturity, stagnation, a woman without morals, no respect for female authority, lack of knowledge of self as a woman, an indication of a trans woman possibly being deceitful in her identification, and can also indicate that a woman cannot have children. Again, with each deck you choose, the basic definition of the card will not change, but each deck may have a broader interpretation of the Empress. The Empress Tarot card is associated with the zodiac sign Taurus. The Empress is also associated with the planet Venus, which rules over Taurus and Libra.
Feel the sacred glow in the realm of the real. Let her power flow. Oh, Bruja, with the magic divine, daughter of ocean, her spirit will shine. Guided by Yeshua, with ancestors' might, in her aura of gold, we find our light. So stand by your side, feel the sacred glow. In the realm of the real, let her power flow. So stand by your side, feel the sacred glow. In the realm of the real, let her power flow.
Lesson 6, the Emperor card. Let's discuss the King of Kings in the tarot. The Emperor card. I like the Emperor card's energy for many reasons, but my favorite of all the reasons is the masculine energy and stability that the Emperor card gives. This is the card for power and leadership, just like the emperor who has gone through many struggles to achieve an authoritative position in his life. He impacts structure and strength, and when it comes up, he reminds you that you too have an immeasurable power over your life and what becomes of it. The Emperor card symbolizes leadership, power, and authority. It's the fourth card in the major arcana, a set of important cards in tarot readings. The Emperor often represents a mature figure seated on a throne or a soldier holding a shield and sword. This card signifies responsibility, courage, and intelligence. This card is suggestive of stability and security in life. You are on top of things and everything is under your control. It is your hard work, discipline, and self-control that have brought you this far. It means that you are in charge of your life, now setting up your own rules and boundaries. The Emperor card symbolizes the ultimate male ego at the top of the secular hierarchy. The Emperor is the absolute ruler of the world. When the Emperor appears in a tarot reading, it can represent your life's need for structure and order. You may feel overwhelmed or out of control, and the Emperor reminds you to take charge and establish a sense of stability. Tarot card meaning. The Emperor is the card of the divine masculine. It is a symbol of power, strength, and authority. Often when the Emperor rears his head in a reading, there is a need to step up and take back control or flex your own authority. The Emperor card illustrates leadership and the will to act. He sits rigidly on his throne, ready to go into battle at a moment's notice. The Emperor is a card of hard work and industry. It is also the wise culmination of years of experience. The Emperor card appearing in a love or romance reading asks us to bring common sense, structure, discipline, and logic to relationships and romance. Relationships around the Emperor card may be rather traditional, and perhaps stifling if not handled too carefully. In a love reading, the Emperor tarot card generally signifies stability, commitment, and a need for structure in a relationship, often representing a partner who provides security and takes a leadership role, potentially indicating a desire for a mature connection with clear boundaries and mutual understanding. However, it can also point to potential power imbalances if interpreted negatively, where one partner might be overly controlling or dominant. Key points about the Emperor in love. Positive aspects. Strong foundation and commitment in a relationship, reliable and supportive partner, clear communication and decision-making, taking responsibility in the relationship. Negative aspects. Overly controlling or domineering behavior, lack of flexibility or compromise, power imbalances in the partnership, unresolved father issues influencing relationship choices. The Emperor tarot card is associated with the zodiac sign Aries. The Emperor card is the fourth card in the major arcana of a tarot deck. It depicts a strong and wise man seated on a throne, often with ram heads on the throne, which is a nod to the Aries symbol. The card represents qualities of leadership, protection, and fatherhood. It also signifies responsibility, courage, and intelligence. The Emperor card is linked to Aries because the two share many traits, including confidence, ambition, initiative, and a strong drive to achieve their goals. The card also emphasizes the importance of using power for the collective good, not just for personal gain. Stay tuned for the live demonstration video immediately following this video.
What's up, y'all? So let's do this demonstration of the lessons that you all have just heard. We have just done lessons, on the Fool card, the Magician card, the High Priestess card, the Empress card, and the Emperor. By now, you all know that these are the first four cards of the major arcana. These are the I call them the message cards. A lot of times you will not hear people call them, not these particular five cards, but I call the major arcanas the message cards. These are the cards that will tell you the overall message that the universe, your Orisha, your ancestor, your angel, your spirit team, whomever it is, these are the cards that will give you the overall message, if you will. And as I said, not just specifically these cards, but each of the major arcanas. So if you pull any of the others that we will go through in other videos, these are the same. This is the same message, if you will. And let's go into if you were to pull specifically these five cards. Now, this is just on a free pull. If I get into doing the technical decks, such as like, not technical decks, excuse me, the technical spreads, such as like a Celtic cross, past, present, future, something like that, I'll let you all know. In this one, if you all want me to, not want me to, I think I'm going to do past, present, future, current, past, present, future advice to read this for you, okay? So if this is your current situation with the Fool card showing up, this is the universe telling you maybe you need to take a leap of faith. It may be that a person could be not believing in themselves as much as they should. There could be something that person, the current, is telling you, oh, I want to start and do this, that, and the third, or not. Let me not be loose with my language like that. I want you all to learn. They may be giving you a situation where they are trying to explore something new in life. You know that the Fool card represents newness, new beginnings, things like that. I'm also going to demonstrate these in reverse for y'all. So we're going to do an upright spread first, then we're going to do a reverse spread. They could be communicating with you. They're uncertain of what to do on that path and how to get there. With this particular spread, knowing that the Fool card means new beginnings, knowing that this card means that they need to take control of maybe what's going on surrounding them in order to get to said path that is in this new beginning for them. They also need to trust themselves more and know exactly what it is that they are seeking. The High Priestess card, I don't know if it was relayed really well in my explanation in the lesson. The High Priestess card a lot of times deal with knowing oneself, knowing what boundaries you have established or you will not allow to be crossed, knowing oneself in totality, basically. So I would suggest that this person gets to know themselves or get comfortable with them knowing themselves in totality while on this new path. Okay, so that's two forms of advice you've given them. You've told them that they need to take control of maybe their actions, take control of their future, take control of whatever is necessary to help catapult them into this new territory that they're going into. Well, you say, well, what does the magician, you say, what does the Empress and the Emperor have to do with this? Well, I told y'all I'm going to do the first 5 cards, and then I'm going to do a lesson after each. So it's just me pulling 5 cards and explaining it to you all in that way. However, the Empress card, this could be relating to a male or a female, or feminine energy and masculine energy. It could be the roles are reversed. Just to give you all a little bit more insight on tarot, let's say that you are dealing with someone who is having issues with their sexuality. They are in a position of maybe presenting as a female, but internally they feel like a male, or vice versa. The advice you would give them is to focus on themselves on this new journey, and get in control of whatever it is that they are identifying as. Let's say you're reading this for a romantic relationship, and these specific cards came out. This could be a new situation for this person. You advise them the same things going in. This could be a new situation starting up for them. Advise them to take a chance. This could be a very good situation. Make sure that they know what it is that they want going into the relationship, and make sure that they are not being manipulative with their intentions. This could, again, apply to male or female. This could be someone that you could tell them that this could be an older man or an older woman. This could be a woman who already has children. This could be a man who already has children. This could represent someone going into a situation looking for marriage. As long as these cards are not in reverse, this set of cards right here, these specific 5 cards, would to me say this could be leading to a successful relationship or marriage. Let's say that they're just looking for something solid. As long as there is no manipulation present, the universe would be advising you, if these are your cards, to take a chance. Know your worth in this situation, but take a leap. You never know what could happen. Now, let's say these cards are in reverse, right? Oh, let me go back. I can't forget to speak on each of the cards individually. Now, we discussed the Fool, meaning new beginnings. The Magician card, as I mentioned, it means taking control or gaining mental control over what it is that you have going on. And to give you a little bit further, let's talk about the manipulation. And specifically, I know I said that gives up male energy or masculine energy of someone doing witchcraft. That's absolute, okay? Make sure that you are not being manipulated or mishandled by someone. The High Priestess, knowing exactly what it is that you want and not being afraid to go after it or speak up for it, okay? Just know that in different decks, they are going to have different definitions, but the basis of the High Priestess is knowing oneself, okay? Taking care of oneself. Being smart enough to know that something is too much for you. Again, those boundaries is spoken of really heavily with the High Priestess. The Empress, that could represent not only just a woman being pregnant, but it does represent a pregnant woman, a wife, a main girlfriend, a girlfriend, period. If you pull this card and you're trying to figure out what's going on, let's say you pull the Fool card and the Empress card. If you just starting to date a guy and you're trying to see what's going on, and this is not you that's pregnant, let's say that you are the High Priestess. You already know what it is that you want in a relationship, right? You trying to see what it is going on with this dude. You're trying to see whether or not he has anything going on that he's trying to hide. You know how we do, girls. We want to see what's going on before we commit ourselves. Well, let's say you pull the Magician and the Empress card behind that. That means that this man is being very manipulative, okay? He not only possibly has a girlfriend, but he potentially, seriously, either has a wife or a fiance, and she's pregnant, okay? Let's say that you're a man, and you just start kicking it with you, a shorty. And you're just trying to see what she up to. And this is just my interpretation of what would be going on right now. Okay, remember I told you all that the Magician card represents masculine energy, being witchcraft being done by masculine energy. The High Priestess means the exact same as well, but on the opposite sphere, meaning that there's a witch doing work, okay? Or the woman in the situation is a witch. So let's say that you're a man, right? And you pull cards or you go get a reading and they come up with these. Like, okay, you in a new relationship. The first thing they may tell you is this woman a witch? Now, you may not know, okay? And she may not know that she's a witch, but a lot of women do know that they are witches. Doesn't mean that she's going to do anything fucked up to you. However, in this situation, if you pull these 5 cards, okay? This would mean that this woman is either trying to trap you or, okay? She's either trying to trap you, or she's pregnant and she's trying to pass a baby off as yours and it's not your child, okay? Or she's trying to trick you into getting pregnant. She may be trying to trick you into being her baby's father for whatever reasons. So if you were to pull these cards and you were dealing with someone who was asking those type of questions, this would be my response if I were you, the reader, to my current, if you will. Now let's say Let's talk about the Emperor card because we did not get into that. Emperor card represents masculine energy. The Empress is the opposite of him, okay? Let's put her here because we can bounce kind of off of the two, okay? And I hope that y'all are able to keep up. The Emperor represents masculine energy. The Empress represents feminine energy. Now, that does not mean male and female, okay? It can be either or. Women can display very masculine energies and men can display very feminine energies. That does not mean homosexuality, okay? I'm going to show y'all the cards that mean that suggest homosexuality that later on in the lessons, okay? But yeah, this can flip-flop. So if you are reading let's just for example, let's say you're reading a woman and she wants to know what type of energies are surrounding her, and you pull the Emperor card, let her know that she is moving in very, very masculine energy. And even if she be like, what you talking about? I wear makeup, I wear dresses, and I'm feminine, da 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 da. No, you're not. There's something there that is very masculine about the way you're going about things, okay? It could be the way that, if you pull this on a woman, it could be the way that she's going about getting things done, because masculine energy is not only represented by movement, but masculine energy is always in action. It's action, okay? The Emperor card, you know, it's connected to Aries energy. Aries energy is masculine energy. So if you pull this on a woman, let her know that she may need to relax a little bit, because that's exactly what the Empress represents. We all have dual energies in us, which is why I'm saying balance. I'm not saying, oh, you need to tell them to get rid of, because that would be false. That's not true. We each have masculine and feminine energies. We just need to establish a balance. That could also be what you need to tell her if you pull the High Priestess card between these two cards. You need to let her know that she needs to work on gaining control over allowing one side to be more than the other, which is why this would be represented. And it may be new to her to relax, because the Empress card represents, like I said, feminine energy, and feminine energy is that energy of allowing. Now let me cook before y'all cut up. We're not talking about a relationship. What we're talking about, the energy that the Empress card represents. Okay? When I say allowing, I mean you trust that things are going to get done in your favor. You trust that the universe, your Orisha, your Loa, your spirit team, whomever it is, your God, Jesus, whomever it is going to take care of whatever it is that needs to be done in your life, and you can just sit here and rest. That does not only apply to women. That energy can be explained to a male in the stance of, he may be out of sorts. He may be the Emperor in reverse. And the only thing he needs to do is to be still for a moment. Let me move these other cards because I want to explain it in a way. And I want y'all to let me know how other ways you want me to explain the cards too. Because I'm just going through and doing it as if I were giving a reading to someone. Okay. Matter of fact, leave your questions in the comment section on what questions you want me to ask the cards, okay? The next set of cards will be posted shortly. But as I said, like, if this is a man and he's working a bit out of sorts, he got a lot of shit going on. I'm sorry, I meant not to curse in my readings, in the lessons. I'm sorry. He's got a lot of things going on, okay? Maybe the universe is just simply trying to tell him, in order to gain control over his situation in life, he needs to relax a bit. See, that doesn't mean he needs to feminize himself. Let's lose that idea, okay? Unless you are directly reading someone who wants to know about their gender, okay? Let's say it's the woman. She ain't got no action. She ain't got no motions going on. The Empress in reverse means the opposite of everything that you all heard in the lesson, or the reverse portion of the lesson should tell you all a little bit about it. But I'm telling you, this is a woman that is out of sorts. This is a woman who has no motions. This is a woman who relies on a man, and men consistently disappoint her. This is a woman who is very male-centered. This is a woman who is a terrible mother. This is a woman who don't get no money. This is a woman who has a very low self-esteem, and this is only in reverse, okay? This is a woman who lacks motions, okay? If these cards were to be in front of you, you would definitely tell her she needs to get some balance. First of all, you need to know yourself. You need to know what it is that you need to do to get on your feet or to change your situation as a woman. Then if you get the Magician card behind that, you need to tell her, hey, you need to focus. You need to gain some control over your life because you're doing too much. Because if not, you're not going to have any motion. And that's also what the Fool card reverse means. There are no motions going on. There is nothing new coming because you don't have a grasp over what it is that you need to do to begin this growth process or begin this new process or whatever it is that you are going towards. Okay? Alright, so I hope that you all enjoyed this explanation of the cards. I hope that you all tune in more because I'm going to do these for all 78 cards in the deck, okay? We are going to go 5 cards at a time so that you all can ask questions. As always, you can email me for your own personal readings at Bruja Afrikana Tarot 888@gmail.com. Email me if you want a reading. Email me if you need spell work done. Email me if you want me to personally teach you tarot. If this is not good enough for you, I do teach tarot classes. All right?